Hi everyone. In the last class, what we have completed, our tenses topic only we have completed, and in that we have discussed about all the present scenarios. Okay, the present cases of whatever the four subdivisions were there. We discussed about the present indefinite, then moved on to discuss about the present continuous, and then further discussed about present perfect and present perfect continuous. Now, in our lecture, if you have not revised that part, I would request you to kindly revise that part, that portion, because there I have given you the idea of the verb, there I have given you the idea of tenses, and then moved on step by step to the present scenarios, to the present, till the end of the present perfect continuous part. Here we will be discussing about what? Tenses, and basically we will be having a depth knowledge of the past and the future tenses. We will practice certain questions also, and certain rules we will be trying to remember. Important things also are present here in this slide, which we will be discussing. So be attentive throughout the session. The past case, the future case, use of will, shall we'll discuss, and then we will have practice questions. So in the past case, let's have it. The topic for today is past tense. The past tense we will be discussing four kinds, as we have discussed in the previous one. Okay, each four categories are there, and we have discussed about that there are 12 tenses, 4 for each for the past, present, and future. So similarly, we will be discussing here for the case of past. Four cases we will be discussing. Hurry up, make it in your copy with me. First is your past indefinite tense. Second is your past continuous. Third is your past perfect. And last is your past perfect continuous. Okay, so these four tenses we are going to discuss. Now you know why we use the past tenses? In order to show the action which completed in the past. Okay, to show past habits also. We use it to show actions completed in the past. Okay, also we use it to show what? Past habitual actions. Okay, so these things are used to show. Now here you can observe that in the past indefinite case, the helping verb will be your, or simply let's write, it will be did, and the main verb will be verb 2. In the continuous form, you will have was, were, and you will have the main verb as ing form. Okay, that is v1 plus ing. Then in the past perfect, you have had and verb 3, and in the past perfect continuous form, you will have had been plus verb 4, that is verb 1 plus ing. Okay, that is verb 1 plus ing. And certainly time references will be present over there. So without wasting any time, let's quickly start with the past indefinite tenses. Okay, so this tense is used to indicate the actions which are completed in the past. Okay, जैसे for example, वो खाना खा चुका. Okay, वह खाना खा चुकी. So there you are not getting the time references. Okay, कब खाई, कैसे खाई, है ना, that you are not able to get. So only they are used to show as present, therefore they are tagged as indefinite cases. Moreover, what things we are used to show here in order to indicate action which are completed in the past as well as to indicate the past habitual actions. Okay, like I visited the museum every day in 2020. Okay, now I am not visiting, I used to visit it. Okay, for that it is being said that I visited the museum every day in 2020. So what will be the structure? We are going to discuss this structure. So first the structure will be, let's discuss for the affirmative case. The structure for affirmative case will be, first will be the subject plus verb to plus object. Okay, and then for the negative case it will be subject plus this is the affirmative case. Let's make a sentence first. It will be Raj writes. This is verb to we are going to use. So write का बन जाएगा wrote. So Raj wrote a letter. Okay, and then negative case. Subject verb to. Before verb to you will be writing here did past tense. Okay, do past tense is did, and again you will have not, then verb to, then object. So it will become as what? Raj did not, you can use didn't also, did not wrote a letter. Then again you can have interrogative form, did plus subject verb to plus object. So you will write here what? You will write here did Raj wrote a letter? Question mark. Got it? The question mark is required here. Don't miss the question mark. And do remember the fact that if you are having the structures in your mind, moreover if you don't remember the structures, must remember what? The helping verb and the main verb in order to have the knowledge of this sentence structure formation. As I told you, in order to improve your spoken, in order to write in order to improve your spoken plus writing skills, answer writing skills, you need to have the control over tenses. Got it? So you can also make interrogative negative form. Okay, interrogative negative form. You can also make interrogative negative form. How you are going to make interrogative negative form? Just write it here. Did Raj not wrote a letter? So it will be did subject not plus verb to plus object question mark. Okay, or as well you can write it as didn't did and apostrophe t. Okay, didn't subject, whatever the subject is there, Raj wrote a letter. Okay, so didn't Raj wrote a letter will be also your question formation. Now moving on to the next part, that is your continuous form. In order to see the continuous form, what happens? Something which are happening. Okay, some actions which are taking place. For example, I was cleaning the room when the phone rang. When the action was something was being performed, at that time the action was going on, it was in progress. Okay, but things are happening where? They are happening in the past. They are happening where? They are happening in the past event. They are of the past event case. Okay, so structure we need to follow. What will be the structure? The structure, this is continuous form. So helping verb will be, your helping verb will be was and were. Okay, and your main verb will be, verb 1 plus ing. If you feel difficulty in remembering the structure, remember the main verb and helping verb. It will help you to write the or frame the sentences. Okay, so identify the sentences as well. Past continuous tenses. So it will be having subject plus was, were plus verb 1 plus ing plus object. Okay, this is the affirmative case. For the case of negative, subject was, were, not plus verb 1 plus ing plus object. Okay, in case of interrogative, was, were plus subject plus verb 1 plus ing plus object. So this is how you are going to make the frame the sentences. Okay, like I was playing tennis. I was not playing tennis, or they were not playing tennis. Okay, was I playing tennis? Were they playing tennis? So like that you are going to frame them. Got it? You have to make all those sentences. Okay, you have to make the sentences. I am providing the structure, you need to make the sentences. So remember, for the past continuous tense, something that are in continuity but are in past. Now the case comes for the past perfect. Okay, for the past perfect, what things are there? See, when an action completed before a certain point of time in the past. Okay, before a certain point of time in the past. Thing had happened in the past. Okay, and there the time reference has also been given. It has completed, it has done. वो हो चुका है, वो खत्म हो गया. That is only your past perfect tense. Perfect का मतलब क्या? वो हो चुका, done. Okay, time mentioned. Okay, it has been completed, over. I have also discussed the difference between the past perfect, present perfect and past indefinite. You need to remember them also. Okay, I have discussed in the last class the difference between the present perfect and past indefinite. Two differences we have discussed. In if one, the effect lasts longer, and in the one, the effect does not last because the action was completed in the past time. Okay, very past time, not immediate past. So here the example is, when I reached the station. जब मैं स्टेशन पहुंचा तब तक क्या हुआ? द ट्रेन हैड लेफ्ट, ट्रेन जा चुकी थी. ओके, जब मैं वहां पहुंचा स्टेशन पे, वो भी इवेंट हो चुकी है. ओके, एंड द ट्रेन हैड लेफ्ट, वो भी इफेक्ट जो है, वो एक्शन जो है, वो परफॉर्म हो चुका है. सो दैट इज ओनली द परफेक्ट टेंस. एक्शंस इन द पास्ट दैट वर इन कंटिन्यूएशन फॉर सम टाइम. ओके, दे वर कंटिन्यूएशन फॉर सम टाइम, कुछ समय तक कंटिन्यूएशन पे था, बट अब जाकर के वो खत्म हो चुका है. ओके, बट आर नाउ ओवर. लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ही हैड ओन्ड दिस बिल्डिंग फॉर 5 years. 5 सालों तक वो इस बिल्डिंग को ओन करता था, है ना, उसको पोजेस करता था, उसकी ऑनरशिप थी उसके पास, है ना. अब धीरे धीरे वो क्या हो गए, 5 साल के बाद वो अब फिनिश हो गया. अब नाउ at the present scenario he is not owning that building. Got it? So that is the perfect cases. Again, let's discuss about the helping verb and the main verb. Since it is the perfect case, so you will be having, and the past, so it will be has plus had plus verb 3. Got it? I had lunch I had my lunch, or I had had lunch before he arrived. ओके, तो मैं अपना लंच कर चुका था उसके आने से पहले. Got it? So this is what, don't consider that I am writing had 2 times, that means it is wrong. No, I had lunch. This is had helping verb, and this is had consumed. Okay, taken, eaten. Okay, so had plus lunch, this shows this shows your main verb, that is verb 3 form. Okay, I had lunch before he arrived. Okay, or you can also write before his arrival. Let's write this structure. That is, subject plus had plus verb 3 plus object. Then you have your not case. Okay, subject plus had plus verb 3 plus object. Interrogative case, had plus subject plus verb 3 plus object plus question mark. Hurry up, note it down first. And for beside each you have to mention, before each beside each structure you need to mention the sentences. Okay, frame the sentences. Now you see, in the previous slide what we have discussed, in the very beginning which tenses were discussed, I have told you whenever you are getting the case of since, okay, and after that it is past, so before you are going to use what? Present perfect. You are going to use present perfect case. Okay, that is has, have, verb 3. Either past cases verb 2 must be there, or whatever the past scenarios are there. Now we are discussing about a case where both the actions which performed, both the actions, okay, suppose two actions are there and both the actions are performed in the past case. If you got like that kind, remember what happens, the very first action and for the very second one. For the first action what happens, and for the second action. In case of first action you are going to use had plus verb 3, and in case of the second action you are going to use the V2 form or the past case. Okay, that is you are going to use what? You are going to use past perfect case. And here you are going to use past indefinite. Got it? And one more thing you must remember, if you got in the sentence before or the case after, always remember before से पहले and after के बाद. Before से पहले you are going to use what? Had plus verb 3, and before के after के बाद you are going to use had plus verb 3. Keep it in your mind, this one. Mark it as important and do remember it. Got it? So this is the scenario. So when two actions happened in the past, the first one will be your past perfect and the second one, next one, will be your past indefinite tense. Hope you understood this part. So here is a question. Try to do it. When I saw him, he cut his hair. Okay, so first action, which one is first action? First action is he cut his hair. After that only he was seen by other person. No. So this is the first action. Okay, and both are happening in what? Past scenario. So when I saw him, so let's try to write it. When, this is the second action. This is the first action. Okay, so he cut his hair, and the case we have learned that we should have what? We should have first action should be contained with had plus verb 3. Okay, and this is verb 2. It is correct. When I saw him, it is correct. He, and now you are going to give it what? Had plus verb 3. He had cut. Cut will remain same because in the verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, cut remains the same. Okay, he had cut his hair. Then comes, I had seen him before he stopped his car. What did I say? I have told you, if you are getting before, so before se pehle, you are going to have had plus verb 3. So, had plus verb 3. Is it correct? Yes, correct. Then after that, verb 2, he stopped his car. It is absolutely right. Got it? Past form. It is correct. Next, he called me after. Now here after you are observing. So in the case of after what? After ke baad, you are going to have had plus verb 3. So here you could identify the error that it should be he called. This is correct. Verb 2. He called me after he. Then you are going to put had finished his work. Understood? So this is the important rule. When two actions are given in the past scenario, you have to use the first action in the past perfect and the second one with past indefinite case. Got it? Now, past perfect continuous tense. Perfect, and again it is having what? Continuity. That means it has been continued up to certain time. Okay, that means at that time it had been raining for 5 hours. I had been playing piano since 2011. That means what you are getting the idea. What idea you are getting? You are getting the idea that here the time frame is mentioned. Okay, here you are going to get the time frame. Okay, so let's discuss about the past continuous tenses. Here in this place, the helping verb, your helping verb will be had. This is past case. Been. Main verb will be your verb 1 plus ing form, continuous. And time frame will be given to you. I have told you the difference between since and for. Okay, since particular specific, for period of time, duration of time. Got it? So here we can have subject plus had been plus verb 1 plus ing plus object plus since or for, and you will be having the time frame. Okay, like Radha had been playing piano since 2012. Okay, so you can have it. Oh, I had been playing piano since 2011, written there. Okay, that structure is present over here. This is the affirmative case. In case of negative, what you are going to do? In case of negative, you will be having subject had not been. Okay, and in case of interrogative, what you are going to do? Had subject, not had subject, been, verb 1, ing, object, since for, like that, question mark. Got it? ओके, मेरी फोन डिस्चार्ज हो चुकी है, मैं इसे चार्ज करूंगा. My phone has discharged. I will charge it now. Okay, yeah, I will charge it. So what I am saying here is certain action at the time of speaking I am deciding to do that I will perform this action, but I have not performed it yet. I will perform it. So that is the case of future indefinite tense. Got it? So an action decided to do at the time of speaking. You are deciding it at the time of speaking. Okay. Now to express an action that will occur sometime in future. Okay. Like my father will be visiting me on coming Monday. Okay. My father will visit me on coming Monday. Got it? So certain things which are going to happen in near future, that will be also your future indefinite case. Okay. They shall give you a nice book on your birthday. Got it? So helping verb will be here, will, shall, and main verb is your verb 1. Okay. The difference between will and shall. When to use will, when to use shall. How we are going to decide? When we are going to use will, when we are going to use shall. See, no. In the standard form, in the standard form, shall was used with I, we, and will is used with he, she, it, they. Now in the modern form, shall is used with he, she, it, they, and will is used with I, we. Okay. So if we are coming to any conclusion, what we can conclude is that use will or shall anywhere. Okay. But you should keep in mind that whenever you are using shall, like in the interrogative sense, okay, shall I go to uh, the park today? Okay, yeah, will I go to the park today? Both comes out with the same idea. Okay, seeking permission. So shall is considered to be more formal than will. Okay, therefore in these cases, interrogative part cases, you are asked to mention what? Mention shall. Got it? Any confusion now? Over? Okay. Now this is the very important thing which I wanted to tell you. Going to. Okay. Going to scenario, what happens? See. Going to, if you consider as a tense, then you are taken wrong. Okay. As it is not a tense. It is not a tense. Rather, it is what? It just gives or talks for an action in future. Okay, it specifically talks about certain action that will take place, happen in coming future. Okay, so it is not a tense. Remember, it is just only a word which gives us idea about certain thing that will happen in future. Got it? Now we'll write structure for it. Written. Structure you can write. Subject be going. To verb 1. Subject be uh, subject be going to verb 1 for the negative case. Be not going to give me the examples. Give me the examples for it. Yes. I am going to. Okay. Join. What? You are going to join? Say first. I am going to. I am going to join Indian Air Force very soon. Very good. Yes, that's correct. Good. Don't hesitate to give the answers. Yes, give for the next one. Negative. It is not going to rain. Very soon. It is not going to rain very soon. Got it? So these are the two cases where we can have the going to scenario, and going to is not a tense. It is just an expression to tell us about what the action which are going to have is in what? Future case. It is just an expression. Got it? Written, everyone. Here in this case, I am going to join the Indian Air Force very soon. The action has been decided. Okay. Preparations are being made to join. Okay. Now here it is not going to rain very soon. What does this mean? That means it is not likely to happen. ये अभी होने का chances कम है. Okay. It is not likely to happen. So these are the cases where you are going to use going to. Okay. And it is also the case when you are using what? About to. Okay. The train is about to leave. So that about to is telling you about the expression, okay, of future case. Next comes the future continuous tense. And here what happens is that something is in progress around a time in the future. Okay, that means it will be happening in the coming days, coming month. Okay, fixed time might be there. Okay, time reference might be there. Okay, for example, he will be coming home this Sunday. My mother shall be seeing you and Raj tomorrow. Okay, so whatever the thing which you are seeing, whatever the action which you are seeing, they all are what? They all are going to, they are in the form of progress. Okay, or they are going to happen very soon. That is only what? Future continuous tense. What are the helping verbs here? Helping verb. Yes. This is continuous. So helping verb will be what? Will, shall. Okay. So with that, what you will have? Be. It is continuous form. Okay. Will be, shall be, and main verb will be what? Verb 1 with ing. Noting it down now, everyone? Now, structure part. It will be affirmative case, subject plus will, shall, be plus verb plus ing plus object. Okay. Rakesh will be writing a letter. Okay. Similarly, you can have subject will, shall, not be, verb 1 plus ing plus object. Rakesh will not be writing a letter. Okay. And in case of interrogative, will, shall, subject, be, verb 1 plus ing plus object. Okay. These are the scenarios. Okay, mention it first. Yes, in interrogative, question mark is necessary. Interrogative, question mark is must. And as I told you, you need to what? Write all the form, all the sentences using this structure. Okay, this is for what? Affirmative. This is for not, negative. This is for what? Interrogative, question asking. Okay, verbally I have told you, and in written way you have to write it. Make the notes. Next part, let's move on. Future perfect tense. Whatever the things you are going to say for the perfect, there are specific part. Okay, a specific thing that it is surety is going to be told to you. Okay, like I shall have read Malgudi days when we meet next. जब हम नेक्स्ट मिलेंगे तब तक मैं मालगुडी डेज की स्टोरीज जो है वो कंप्लीट कर चुका हूंगा. दे विल हैव स्टडीड बाय संडे. वो लोग संडे तक पढ़ चुके होंगे. ओके, so that is the case of what? Perfect tenses. Future case में. So you will be having your helping verb. Okay, will, have, shall, have, and main verb. Verb 3 form. Subject plus will, shall, have plus verb 3 plus object. Subject plus will, shall, have, not, verb 3 plus object. Okay, and in the case of interrogative, will and shall will come in the front. Okay, note it first. Now comes the future perfect continuous tense. Okay, so here the action which is in progress and will end sometime, but the time will be also in the future. It will be also in what? Future. Okay, so next year I will have been working here for 4 years. अगले साल मैं यहां पर 4 सालों तक काम कर चुका होऊंगा. ओके. आई शैल हैव बीन टीचिंग इंग्लिश फॉर 5 years बाय 2025. मैं इंग्लिश अगले 5 साल, आई शैल हैव बीन टीचिंग इंग्लिश फॉर 5 years. ओके. मैं 5 सालों तक इंग्लिश की क्लासेस या इंग्लिश पढ़ाता हो चुका होऊंगा अगले 2025 तक. Okay, so generally we don't use these future perfect continuous tenses in our spoken part, but things which we don't use, that does not means that it does not exist. Okay, so we need to know everything and write written in the spoken part also. These type of sentences do come across. Okay, so we must know them. So helping verb, main verb. So what will be the helping verb? It will be will, shall, okay, have, been, and main verb will be in verb 1 plus ing format. Generally time is mentioned in these cases, and I have told you for the for and since cases. And moreover, yes, time is mentioned. Time will be mentioned. Don't worry. Time will be mentioned. Okay. Got it? I have told you in the previous class only. See, he's asking when to use since, when to use for. Since you are going to use it for the specific period of time. Okay. And for you are going to use for the duration of time. Okay. Specific, particular when you are talking about, then you are going to use since 6 p.m. since last Monday, since last week. Okay. Since 2012. Okay. For 2 hours, for 6 hours, for 18 days. Okay. 18 days since will come. Okay. For 16 for last 8 months. Okay. So for those cases you are going to use for that specific, when specifically you are not talking about something time reference, you are going to choose what? You are going to choose about the since. You are talking about the since. Okay, you have to use the word since. And when you are using for, you are not talking about the particular period of time, rather you are talking about the duration. And now since तो past के लिए use करते हो ना, present के scenario में क्या करोगे? What you are going to do for the present scenario? You are going to use for. Good. Since भी use करोगे. You are going to use from. Okay. You are going to use what? From. Okay. You have a question here? Identify the error and supply the correct form. Hurry up. They shall have been living in Delhi since 5 years by the end of this year. Done. I have told you not to use since past के cases के लिए है ना ये you are going to use here from 5 years by the end of this year. Got it? Okay, some more questions for your practice. That means our topic is completed, and whatever the things we have discussed, the present scenario in the first class, then today's class we discussed about the past and the future scenarios. You must all remember, and certain important things also I have discussed within the video and the lecture. So you need to go through all these important points. You should mark it, note it down, and do practice more questions related to it. Okay, as practice makes a man perfect. मैन का मतलब आई एम कंसिडरिंग ऑल, ऐसा नहीं है कि गर्ल्स को छोड़ दिया है ना यूनिवर्स. Right now he dash video games on his computer right now. Very good. Continuous. So what will be the answer? Is playing. I have told you about the signal words. Okay, and also I have told you which words if you see or appears in the sentence that will not lead you to the continuous form. Okay, now here the pen dash 5 years ago. Very good. Indefinite. I bought, verb 2. They dash to attend a dance party today. Today. Very good. Continuous. Are going. Something which is planned for future, ready to happen. Okay. Is, am, are plus ing. Verb 4. Okay. I dash to Delhi next week. Planning. Okay. Future. I will be going. I will be going. Okay, continuous. Something which is planned and ready to take happen. Okay. Now Virat Kohli played cricket since he was a young boy. Okay. The very first lecture which we dealt about since. What I have told you there. If you see since and two actions are there, the and after one will be of the past case and the previous one will be of present perfect. That is has or have plus verb 3. Now you can easily tell me the answer. Yes, Virat Kohli played cricket since he was a young boy. Okay, after since you can see it is he was, that is the past case. That is correct. Previous one, if you are going to see, this is Virat Kohli played. What is missing here? Virat Kohli has played. This will be the correct answer. Got it? So this was all about the tenses, my dear students. If you have the control over all these structures, you know the idea, you know the forms of the verb, you know what tenses are there, what are the helping verbs, auxiliary verbs, okay, modals, okay. So everything if you are clear with, then there will be no difficulty in your speaking and your answer writing skills. Got it? So practice more questions from your exercise books also. Take certain previous year questions to practice from the CBSE, okay, ICSE boards, okay, whatever state boards. So whatever the type of questions do come in your exams, practice them thoroughly. But prior to that, you need to have the idea, structure, knowledge, basic rules of the tenses. Got it? So let's meet in the next class. Till then, keep revising, keep studying. All the very best for your future endeavors, everyone. Bye bye. Take care.